there, and welcome. Today, we're going to dive into this one. Really powerful idea about our own minds. It's all about how to take back the reins from those thoughts that, well, they seem to run the show, right? Especially the ones that just bring us down.
I mean, really think about that for a second. Do you control your thoughts, or do they control you? It's such a huge question, isn't it? It really gets to the core of how we experience life day in and day out. And the answer we're going to explore today, it's a bit of a game changer.
Okay, so first up, let's talk about what we'll call the trap of hurtful thoughts. And you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? We've all been there. You get stuck in that loop. Maybe it's worry, or you're just replaying some painful memory over and over, or that inner critic is just going to town. It really feels like those thoughts have a life of their own.
And man, is it frustrating, right? It's like you're just a passenger in your own mind on this wild ride you never even bought a ticket for. That feeling of being totally powerless, that is the exact trap we're going to figure out how to get out of.
So, how do we actually break free from that? Well, the answer might surprise you. It's not about fighting your thoughts or wrestling them into submission. No, it's about remembering a power you've had all along. And it all comes down to making one single conscious choice.
And here it is. This is the core idea, and it comes from A Course in Miracles. I can elect to change all thoughts that hurt. Now, that's not just some nice, hopeful little saying. It's a flat-out declaration of something we can all do. And pay close attention to that one word, elect. That word is everything. See, to elect to do something is so different from just, wishing a thought would disappear. It's an active choice, a deliberate decision. It means that you are the one in charge. You have the authority. You get to decide which thoughts get to hang out in your mind.
Okay, so why is this one choice so powerful? Why is it such a big deal? Well, it's because it's built on this really deep principle about how your mind and your reality are connected.
The core idea is this. The world doesn't just happen to you. Your experience of the world is shaped, it's filtered, and in a lot of ways, it's actually created by your thoughts. So whether you live in a world that feels like it's full of suffering or one that's full of peace, that all comes down to the thoughts you choose to give your attention to. And this really breaks it down, doesn't it? In any given moment, you've basically got two paths you can go down. You can follow a thought that's based in fear, and we all know where that leads, pain, suffering, conflict. Or you can consciously choose, you can elect to follow a thought based in love. And that path leads to peace, to healing, to joy. The choice is always ours to make.
Now, this is super important. This is not, and I repeat, not about blaming yourself for having a negative thought. We all have them. It's about empowering yourself. It's about taking responsibility for your own inner world. It's that huge shift from feeling like a victim of your thoughts to becoming the active creator of your own peace.
Okay, so this all sounds good in theory, right? But how do we actually do it in the real world when things get messy? Great question. Let's turn this whole idea into a practical toolkit you can use every single day.
You can get started with just 3 simple daily practices. First, affirm. Just set your intention right when you wake up. Decide that today you're choosing peace. Second, identify and replace. This is huge. As you go about your day, just kind of watch your thoughts. When one of those hurtful ones pops up, pause and consciously swap it out for a better one. And third, meditate. You don't need hours. Even just a few minutes of focusing on this idea of choosing your thoughts can make a massive difference.
And hey, if you want to take this even further, here are a few more exercises to really dig in. Try thought journaling. Just writing down those hurtful thoughts for a week can show you patterns you never knew were there. Visualization is another powerful one. You can literally rehearse responding to stressful situations with love instead of fear. And creating your own personal affirmations, that makes this whole practice uniquely yours. All right, so we've talked about the problem, we've gone over the core idea, and we've even looked at some practical tools. So now it's all about taking that first step. It's about bringing this into your life.
And please, remember this. You don't have to fix your entire mind overnight. That's not the goal. It just starts with one thought, the very next one you have. The power to change your entire world, it begins with that one simple, powerful choice to change one single thought that's hurting you.
So I'm going to leave you with this to think about. This isn't just homework, it's an invitation. An invitation to start this practice like right now. Really ask yourself this question. The answer you find might just be the start of a huge, incredible shift in your life. Thanks so much for joining me.